Let us today discuss about this elegant looking plant which has green color on the front side, maroon or dark red color on the back side and grey strips on it. It is none other than Tianthi Grey Star prayer plant. The most important thing according to me is a well-drained soil. So a pot with a lot of holes in the bottom and the loose soil. As you can see, this soil, it is extremely loose. So how can I make a loose soil? I will mix a lot of sand or perlite vermiculite. I've also mixed bark of tree. I will mix all these things in normal garden soil and with some organic compost in it, and then I will prepare this soil. As you can see, this white thing, this is all perlite and vermiculite, because for the simple reason that this plant absolutely doesn't like water staying inside the pot. So the soil has to be very well drained. Second important thing is a good size pot. So if you have a look over here, the pot size is decent because this plant does not like root bound at all. So if you see that the roots are coming out from underneath part of your pot, it is definitely time for you to repot your plant into a bigger pot. If you have this plant and you feel that the leaves of this plant are getting crispy like chips, it is the simple reason that plant is under stress. Now, why does this plant particularly come under stress? If it is getting a direct flow of air, maybe it is kept near any door or window, maybe near any air conditioner duct or under the fan, if it is getting that straight air on it, it will definitely not like it because it is used, the place where it comes from, it gets filtered air because these grow under huge trees, so they get filtered air, and when they get direct air, they don't like it. So you have to make sure that they do not get direct air. Now in summer season, what you can do is, if it is very hot in your place, you can mix some coco peat inside the soil so that the soil is a little bit moist and the roots will love it. But if you're living in a place which is cold most of the year, then you should not add coco peat because it will be extremely moist for the soil then, and it will not like it a lot. This plant loves humidity, so the best place to keep this plant is surrounded with other plants inside your house because it does not like direct sun. So if you have this plant, it should definitely not receive direct sun, and bright indirect light is great for this plant. Coming towards fertilizing this plant, while repotting, I gave it a lot of organic compost. So every time I water it, first of all, I check the soil. If I feel the soil is completely dry, only then I will water it. If I feel that at least the top 1 inch it is a little moist, towards the wet side, I will definitely not water this plant. And coming towards the fertilizing part, once in a month I give it fertilizer when I water it. So I give it seaweed fertilizer which I mix inside the water, and I just give it to this plant. If your plant is not having the variegation that it should have, then the reason is that it is not receiving enough light. So you can move it to the brighter side of your house so that the variegation continues. As I mentioned, that this plant loves a lot of humidity and it loves a temperature between 15 degrees Celsius to 25 degrees Celsius. So whenever we know that okay, this plant loves this temperature range, if it is cooler than that, then we have to make sure that it is at the brighter side of the house, and if it is hotter than that, then we have to make sure that it is kept in a place where it is getting less exposure to light. Now coming towards the humidity part, what you can do is, if you don't have a lot of plants and this particular plant is not surrounded with other plants, you can simply give it a humidity tray. If you have watched my previous video on how to get a lot of flowers on peace lily, there I showed that I have kept my peace lily on a humidity tray, but this plant I haven't because it is surrounded with a lot of plants. So this does not require humidity tray in my house, but you can use it for sure. Whenever you have time, what you should do is you should always check your indoor plants, because sometimes your indoor plants, the leaves of the plants, they might have dust on them. So give misting them if it is a hotter day, and if it is not hot, if it is cool, then you can just wipe the leaves with a soft cloth which is wet. So the leaves will love it, the plant will love it, because outside we need to understand that sometimes it rains and the leaves will get cleaned automatically, but inside the house there is no rain. So we need to take that initiative and we need to clean their leaves so that the respiration process improves and the plant would love it. Whenever I start my study about about any plant, the first thing I want to know is where does it originally come from? This comes from tropical Brazilian part. So we have to understand that when it is tropical Brazilian part, this plant will not like a lot of cold, and it likes humidity and warm temperatures. So if we could create something like that inside our house, keeping it on the brighter side, surrounded with other plants, then this plant would definitely not die. Also, I was going through Facebook groups of plants the last week, and I found that there is something called leaf shine that people use, or they use it on the leaves of the plant so that the foliage shines a lot. I would definitely not recommend such artificial things, because the reason we have plants in our life is to have something natural in our life. So if we want them to look very pretty by using artificial products, I believe we can straight away go and buy artificial plants, because they will never die and they will always look good. So I would definitely not recommend using such products to giving makeup to your plants. That's not required. This plant is a little toxic, I mean the leaves, not very toxic, but still, if you can keep it away from your pets and kids, if you have in your house, that would be great, because it will not do major problem, but it might give some throat infection, or the stomach might get upset if it is consumed by your pets or your kids. So just keep it away from them. In a nutshell, if you want this plant to be happy ever after, you have to make sure that the water doesn't stay inside the pot. There has to be hole, the water should come out, the soil is loose, well drained. This plant is getting that warm, humid climate, so that it just grows and grows. And literally I bought a very small one, and now it is huge, as you can see. And it's for the simple reason that I do not overwater it, because this plant, what I have seen, is dies easily if overwatered. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're new to this channel, do subscribe the channel, and if you like this video, do hit the like button, and I'll see you next time in the next video. Bye bye.